Hello folks, your host Old Valrox here, back with some more Fake Ryan Order, Divine Realm of the Round Table, Camelot, 6 Singularity. So where we last left off, we had just taken down Ozymandias, and now the next step is to tackle the next subsequent quest. And trying to tackle these quests as I go, while trying not to go over 30 minutes in terms of the recording sessions. Granted, yes, it'd probably be better to have longer videos, but shorter videos are also nice. Less content to watch all in one go. More easy to skip in terms of lag. In any case though, try not to drag this on. I believe the next enemy we're facing is wyverns and a spriggan, which means the spriggan is going to require a powerful archer. So for the archer, let's see. And we need assassins. We're already on assassins, so we'll leave it like that. Wait, did I say riders? Why riders? No, archers. That's what I meant to say. So single target. Well, the only person that comes to mind is Orion. And then as far as assassins are concerned, can be number one the assassins. Actually, if anything, I feel like that should go right there. This one should go right there, but we're at the past the cap. So in order to compensate for that, could recommend bringing a lower star enemy. So for that, let's see. Shiki will be the ideal one. After that, from this point on, I'd say we should be good. The spriggan is going to present a problem, seeing as how it's very high in HP, nearly 230k around there or so. But still, we should be fine. I guess bringing another archer would be sufficient, but we should be fine with this setup. Of course, by that same logic, I should probably bring in this craft essence. Granted, I won't be at max, but it'll allow me to charge faster, seeing as how Orion struggles to charge. And with that, we're off.
That sure was a storm of events, Senpai.
Yeah, but I didn't hate it.
Oh! Yes, to think that after doing battle we would be treated to an extravagant meal. Although after all that, we were told to leave essentially chased out. Yes, thinking back to what King Ozymandias said.
The guy that was losing his head. Guests are to be given hospitality, obviously. We people of the desert never refuse hospitality to travelers. We understand the hardships of long journeys. However, don't expect us to reach an accord so easily. You have neither determination nor the dignity necessary. Go and experience the cruel reality of this war. I shall give you one last opportunity after you have done so. I am the tyrant who rules this era. I'm sure you will return to take my head eventually. At which point you won't be treated as guests. You'll be treated as foolish beasts who dare oppose me. Now then, I banish you from these Egyptian lands. Seek out the holy city first. We will have words afterward.
After that, we were escorted all the way here, still completely dumbfounded. I wanted to know more about the buildings and stuff there. The construction king is so impatient. Are you still discontent, even after the king bestowed precious water and food upon you? Yes, we're very thankful for that. If you die a dog's death before leaving the territory of Egypt, I'll lose face. That's what King Ozymandias said when he handed all these supplies to us. Exactly. He even let us have materials from the temple. He may be a tyrant, but he's certainly generous. Of course, the king may be ruthless, but he's generous to the courageous. Also, it seems the king took a liking to you. Perhaps it was Valrox's, how can I put it, air or aura. I think it's because your easygoing personality resembles that of an old friend. However, that was just a one-off. Pharaoh Ozymandias is a frightening man. You're fated to die the next time you meet. Don't ever forget that. Yes, thank you for the warning. We're grateful for your hospitality, Queen Needlecrease. I simply repaid my debt. You won't receive anything from me again either. Your Majesty, do you want to ask me something? Not really. It seems like I lack determination as well. Mash, are you afraid of fighting? You fight bravely like any servant would, but I could tell. Your true nature, that is. It's okay. I could sense it's something to be proud about. Although I'm sure Pharaoh Ozymandias would rebuke it as weakness. However, you're different from me. Despite your fear, you stand and fight without deceiving yourself. It must be nice to have a master to mutually support each other. This may be an issue considering I'm a pharaoh, but I feel envious just a little.
What are you talking to Mash about?
It's what you'd call girls talk. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'll be going now. Once you leave this territory, you will be in the middle of the land at the end of the world. Be careful. There she goes, riding off on a sphinx. Yes, I'm ever so very jealous.
I'd like to try riding a sphinx at least once. What are you doing, Da Vinci?
Thanks for asking. It seems that this time we'll have a long period of physical activity, so I borrowed some wood from King Ozymandias for ta-da! As you can see, I tried making a vehicle for desert travel. I call it the all-purpose vehicular ornithopter Sphinx. Oh!
Translation: Da Vinci-chan really is an idiot.
This is a buggy. No matter how you look at it, it's really out of place for 13th century.
As expected from Da Vinci-chan.
Yes, naturally, I'm a genius after all. A custom-made vehicle made entirely from wood has 7 other functions, but we'll talk about those later. How great. Yes, how great, Mr. Leonardo. Do we need a driver's license for this? No need at all, because it doesn't have an engine. It's basically the same as a bicycle. Well, since it uses magical energy in place of gasoline, it can only reach speeds of 60 kilometers an hour. But never mind that. Now then, pile in everyone. No more physical activity required. Our true destination is about 100 kilometers to the east, waiting for us beyond the desert. Roger! Oh!
Yahoo! Yeah!
Oh!
Yeah!
I detected an extra exclamation of joy, Master. We've been surrounded without us noticing. I won't let anyone interfere with Senpai's inaugural drive, limiting them at full power.
Ooh, man. Trying to have all this fun with the voice on my end. It takes quite a toll. I could have sworn this was wyverns. Was I mistaken? Possible. This is wrong. Well, we'll keep on going. Damn it, they're going after Ryan.
やれやれ。シャープ。
Remember those flea bags?
やれやれ。そこだ。浮世は終わりだ。先に行ってろ。
Huh, something about, I guess, downloading and all that extra thing. Okay, so we are facing the spring. Although there is differences in HP world. Huh, that's really odd. Well, whatever. Things seem to go more faster after that download.
穂よりは地獄、私たちは炎、雨、成り上がりさ。さあだ、愛を放そうよ。
お前どこ出身？
I should have killed it.
Hey.
Marika's a level 5, which means we can include a different circle there in the back. Or the bond level up anyways. Should be Ozzy. And if anything, it should be servants from the previous banners that I haven't bonded leveled up. Dune of the Dawn. To the east, 1/2. This is odd. Really odd indeed. Could have sworn. Okay. It kind of makes sense now. Yes, there's 2 Spriggan battles. Why though? I have no idea. In any case though, Mama Raiko is to be excused. Filter. Reset the filters. Ibaraki's next. Wonder if I can be flexible now with the craft essence on this end. Probably not. I can't put a kaleidoscope there. I could try. Huh, can. There's no point in giving her that one though. That should do it. See, if anything, I should focus more on. Because I went ahead and looked, and it appears I'll be facing a very dangerous enemy with the ghosts. Pretty sure most of you that already tackled on ahead already know what it is. Anyways, continuing on.
We left the sandstorm, and with the buggy running properly, this is rather pleasant. By the way, are you tired from driving? If you are, I could stop with you.
Time for a player sub mash.
Please, leave it to me. You can take a pit stop. Mash Cure Light will defend your position in the race. Oh, switching drivers? Yes, good. It's dangerous to drive for more than an hour straight. Would you like a meal or a massage? We've also got some cold juice.
I see you like taking care of people.
Fo-fo! Of course. You should already know I'm always aware of what's going on. I'll put together any order with aplomb. More importantly, we're almost out of the desert. You can take the mask off whenever you like. The mana density changes past that big sand dune. We'll no doubt be able to see what this era's original landscape looks like.
That's a little scary.
Right, I'm a little uneasy too. My worst expectations always have a way of hitting the mark. The reason why King Ozymandias doesn't use the Holy Grail frightens me. Then again, I suppose my worries will abate soon. Once we're out of Egyptian territory, we should be able to contact Romani again.
I suppose the doctor's on the edge of his seat too.
Haha, I'm sure. But to be honest, I think this was good.
Romani should have got a little break thanks to this.
He's hardly slept a wink since we started the Grand Order.
Woo! Even if he's just on comms.
Of course. Caldia lost over 60 staff in that accident.
How did you think such a shortage was being filled?
Romani's job doesn't involve healthcare.
Operating the remaining equipment,
Maintaining Sheba, controlling Caldia's generators, planning operations, handling race shifts. On top of that, taking care of the mental health of the staff that break down each day, though that's technically his main job. Since there are no external supplies, the internal staff have to somehow manage. It would take a genius to do all those things alone, but Romani isn't one, nor is he a heroic spirit. He's an ordinary human, and when ordinary humans have that much work, they sacrifice time and stamina. When that isn't enough, they push themselves further using modern medicine to increase mental acuity or ignore fatigue.
Kinda realized it.
That's okay. It means his efforts didn't go to waste, at least. Also, Chaldea communications aren't ordinary transmissions. Singularities are both realities and unexplored possibilities. Simply being here is enough to make your existence ambiguous. You didn't exist in the 13th century, after all. From the point of view of the world itself, you're an unknown. That's why Chaldea has to constantly verify your existence to make sure your meaning as a person doesn't vanish. By certifying that the human named Malrox is real, your existence at the race ship destination is secured. Singularities are uncertain. Even if your body exists, some value could deviate from your original self. It's possible that this hypothetical, slightly different version of yourself could get projected onto Chaldeus. If that happens, you can't return to reality in 2018. That's why they constantly monitor you in the command room. They check all numerical values, and if something appears to be deviating slightly, they return it to normal. This is a job where the slightest disparity, slightest sign can be overlooked. So Romani and entire command room staff give everything they have to support your journey. Dr. Roman, what he did to MASH. What he said before the race shift. Right, Romani's still an accomplice in Chaldea's experiments. For that you can be angry with him and have your doubts. When I was summoned to Chaldea, the first thing I did was denounce Marisbury and Romani. Why am I so angry and scornful? That goes without saying, because ordinary people shouldn't pretend to be geniuses. Marisbury. Oh, you didn't know? Marisbury, Annie Mussphere, father of Olga Marie and former director of Chaldea. Who? Sorry for the sudden break. There are signs of enemies ahead, Master. They're acting like a wall to block our path. We need to eliminate them to cross the sand dune.
They dare interfere with our big jump? Mash, shield out, and punch him.
Yes, Master, we'll have them get out of the way, out of our pleasant drive.
Kind of butchery right there at the last. So we're facing wyverns this time around for sure, with a springing at the end.
まったくどいつもこいつもいいぜやればいい
俺
なんだよ
行くよ。
There we go.
俺
浮世は終わりって先に言ってる。
行きまーす。切るよ。えいえい。
それでどうか。
これだね。あげしちゃおう。
No, okay, I didn't forget to use the attack though.
直視。俺の前に立つんじゃない。
穂よりは地獄。私たちは炎、雨、成り上がりさ。さあだ、愛を放
There's
つ
a
わよ。
good chance the Spriggan will die this time around.
トライさ。
兵士、お前どこ出身？
Huh, take that back.
思
I
う
guess you
存
did.
分解体させてね。
You probably haven't got time for another battle. Huh, more courts of courtesy of sheep. I mean, an intended role? Not in the slightest. Maybe just a little. We're slowly making our way there. And this is where things get more difficult, huh? Just a tad bit. Now all I need is my front line of casters. Let's see. Ah, yes. No, that's not right. For them, I feel like... They probably don't need the buff boost from that Kratos, and so in that case, it'll have to be something like this. And right here we can put... That should do it. I'm thinking though. Give me a second. Try not to make this longer than it needs to be.
いらっしゃい。
About that. So I have those right there. I could have sworn I had another one. I'm referring to another. What's that Kratos called? I guess I only have one. That's odd. I could have sworn I had more than one. That's really odd. I could have sworn I had more than one. This can't be right, but it is what it is, huh? Oh, there it is. The other one is down there. I wonder why I didn't see it. So this is what I was referring to. I probably won't be able to equip it, but let's see if I can find it. There it is. Cuckoo Lane will have to take a demerit. Then again, there's other better service bets suited for this situation. He's just kind of there because I want him to be there. And I could just as easily put Nido Crease for right now. I'll just have to switch out someone else afterwards. And this should be fine for right now. The next battle after this though will be something else to say if I can make it within this video.
Okay, we're going across the sand dune. Everyone brace for landing after the jump. Going full throttle. Let's fly, senpai.
Ooh.
This is the 13th century Middle East?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Air temperature 48 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 0%, atmospheric matter density 0.3 milligrams. This is awful. This isn't an environment for humans to live in. The desert sandstorm was rough, but this is just as harsh. It's exactly as I expected too.
What do you mean?
This is the King of Mages' work. He created a singularity by disturbing the foundation of humanity. As a result, human history has become unstable. Everything up to where the King of Mages crosses history is incinerated. Conversely, it meant singularities themselves were safe from the waves of humanity incineration. But if the foundation of humanity is this disturbed, even singularities would be no exception. My conclusion is that this land will be incinerated in time. That's the reason why King Ozymandias doesn't use the Holy Grail. It makes sense, right? In the end, this land would fall to ruin even without using the Grail. That's terrible. What exactly happened in this era? Oh no, we're surrounded.
Food. They got food. And water and appetizing women. They must have come running from the Sun King's man-eating beast. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Thank you for surviving for me. Kill. Meat.
No way, these people are human? They are servants or illusions. Mash, Valdrox, hit them with non-lethal blows, but only if you can safely do so. They're partially turned into ghouls. At this point, they're finished as human beings. They can only live through hate, envy, and harming others now. They likely won't survive for long either. That's the kind of place this era has become. We come here to fix that, to reject such an era. To do that, you must wield your sword, Master. The time has come to discard your innocence.
Indeed it is. Oh, what was that?
一気火星に畳みかける。
量産ですもの。節約。
つまんない研究だな。他にやることじゃない。こういうのどうだ。
くるくる回るとは行き着く先は鍋の中。
こういうのどうだ。いくぞ。
はやっ。
計略だ。
はやっ。くるくる回るとは行き着くくるくる回るとは行き着く先は鍋の中。楽しいわみこ
That crit increase sure does come in handy, especially with the craft essence.
いくぞ。
嬉しいわ。
罠だ。罠だ。
楽しいわ。さてさて。
罠だ。
はやっ。さあ、一緒に遊びましょう。嬉しいわ。繰り返す、押し返す草のしおり。 全てのお友達よ。
Very fast and 165 divided by 3, that's roughly 40k each. That's not enough damage to take down the next enemy I'll be facing. But I'll likely have to conclude it after this. Ow, that hurts! Damn it! Damn you! I thought I finally found some good meat. Damn it, you scum! Why don't you just die? Damn it!
The battle's over. I tried my best to use non-lethal force. Most of them ran off from the pain, but about 10% of them continued attacking. This is what happens when they still have a brain to think, but the only way to stop themselves becomes death. Facing opponents like that has the effect of turning one heartless as well. I'm impressed, Valdrox, you didn't kill a single one. Although they all fainted in agony.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Well, you still kept it together. That's pretty significant too. I have nothing to scold you about. But we need to get moving. There could be more than lurking about.
You still have plenty of supplies, right?
Did you hear that? What do you think, Bash? I personally oppose it, but what about you? Yes, I vote in favor. That's 2 votes against 1, Da Vinci. Very well. It'll only provide temporary peace of mind, but 1 sip of water can shine light back into one's life. Take it, heartless ladies and gentlemen. You'll likely have forgotten by tomorrow, but consider this half a day of relief.
Ah, yeah? Water! Move, that's mine. I worked the hardest, you'll all come after me.
Okay, time to withdraw. Everyone get in the Sphinx Mobile while we have the chance. Woo!
Hold on. Are you going east? Don't tell me, to the Holy City.
Yes, to the Holy City. Is there a problem? It's the only city around here, right?
Yeah, the Holy City's the only city. Land of dreams where they have everything. The city where the great Lion King who massacred every crusader trying to burn this world down resides.
So the Crusaders really have been eradicated, but the Saracens have also been driven out? And Lion King again. I thought it was merely a rash remark from the Sun King, but apparently he really exists. Someone called the Lion King. This is getting even more complicated.
Be careful. Beauty makes things all the more dreadful. Don't go near the walls if you don't want to die. Go back to the desert.
Okay, thank you for the advice. Oh!
And we'll conclude it as this far for this part of the video. As always, folks, good luck with your rolls if you're still attempting to get any of the service, and good luck with, well, good luck if you're, still trotting along on the map. I know I am, step by step. In case though, do take